Once there was a diligent farmer who lived in a small village. He cultivated corn on a sprawling 10-acre farm. One season, a relentless heat wave dried up his fields, and his corn plants began to wither. Despite his best efforts to water and care for them, nothing seemed to help. Day by day, his concern grew heavier. "What will I do?" he thought, his heart sinking. Meanwhile, his neighbors' fields were lush and thriving. They eagerly anticipated their bountiful harvest, but the farmer felt hopeless, unable to stop dwelling on his losses and what the future might hold. One day, news spread through the village. A wealthy merchant from a nearby town had arrived. Known for his resourcefulness and sharp business sense, this merchant didn't trade fresh crops like most others. Instead, he was specifically looking for dry corn stalks to use as bedding for his livestock. He was willing to pay a generous 200 gold coins per field of dried stalks. The other farmers laughed when they heard about the offer. Who would sell dried stalks when they have green, healthy crops to harvest? They mocked. To them, the merchant's ideas seemed ridiculous, and they dismissed him without a second thought, unwilling to consider selling their thriving crops prematurely. Undeterred, the merchant continued his search, visiting one farm after another, intent on finding someone willing to sell dry corn stalks. Eventually, he arrived at the worried farmer's parched field. Seeing the dried stalks, the merchant smiled and approached the farmer. "Would you consider selling me your dry corn stalks?" the merchant asked. The farmer was startled. "My dried stalks? But they're useless," he replied. The merchant nodded. "Not to me. I'll pay you 200 gold coins for them. They're perfect for my animals' bedding." The farmer's spirits lifted. He had spent so many sleepless nights worrying about his losses, and now, unexpectedly, there was hope. "You'll really pay me for these?" he asked, still in disbelief. "Yes, 200 gold coins," the merchant affirmed. Without hesitation, the farmer agreed and sold his dried corn stalks. As the coins were counted, he felt a weight lift from his heart. What he had thought was worthless had turned out to be a blessing in disguise. After the deal, the farmer gratefully thanked the merchant. The merchant, ever focused on his work, simply nodded and went on his way. In the days that followed, the farmer found himself worrying less about what the future might bring. He realized that what seems like a loss can sometimes reveal hidden opportunities. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks can lead to unexpected paths and blessings. Remember, we often fear the unknown and grieve over what we think we've lost, but sometimes challenges pave the way for something better. Instead of dwelling on what's gone, focus on the potential of what lies ahead. Trust that every moment holds value, and have faith that today's hardships can lead to tomorrow's blessings. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories ahead.